Hey, look at this. I got my own bed again. After last week's episode of rescuing the zombie villager, he decided to move in with me and steal my bed. So I can jump up and down on yours now. It doesn't matter. Anyway, welcome to Let's Play episode 6. We've got quite a lot to cover this week, as usual. So we'll crack on. But first, I want to say a huge thank you to all you guys who have subscribed and liked and set some lovely comments down. It really helps, you know, to motivate me and push me on to make even more of these videos and put the effort in. A lot of time and effort goes into these videos with all the editing and the work behind the scenes to prep for the projects. It's a lot of work, so it's a huge thank you to you guys for recognizing that and pushing me along. So our competition from last week was to spot 2 things that were completely out of place in our timeline, and the tiniest dragon nailed it within the first hour of the video being uploaded. So well done to you there for that, and being the first one on our scoreboard. You didn't give anyone else a chance. Yeah, the bridge that you can see to the right there, that has netherite on it, netherrack on it, which shouldn't have been there. And I swapped out the farmer for weaponsmith. So well done. Now, today's episode there, we're talking about transport. We're getting a huge map now. We're going quite far. And to walk from one side to the other takes me probably at least 15-20 minutes. So we need some faster transport than my own legs. Short distances, you know, rail's okay. It's good for transporting, you know, villages like we did in an episode a while back. Oh, hello. Don't leave your boats lying, okay? They'll catch all sorts. So we're going to build an ice road. We're going to build a couple of ice roads today. The first one we're going to do is going to be in the overworld. This one was primarily built just to get us to our frozen ocean, which is where we're actually going to go now and farm all the ice. And you can see it's so fast, the game even has trouble rendering that quick. And this is our little base in our frozen ocean. We're going to build on this in coming episodes as well, and make a kind of ice castle. But I just like to goof around sometimes as well. You know, you can see the end of the bridge there, and you're going so fast you fly right off, Evel Knievel style, straight through the fire and into our little doorway that I've put in. Jumping through fire is great fun in a boat. You can't do it by foot because you set on fire. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend you try that yourselves. Now, the 2 roads we're going to build, there's 2 examples today. The first one, which we've got here, it's a pretty simple build, really. It's 2 blocks of blue ice wide on the bottom, because a boat is 1 and a bit blocks wide, and 2 rails on the side just to keep you in place, because when you're going down on a slippy surface with this boat here, it's really hard to stay in one direction. You're just going to fall off the edges if you try and have 1 or 2 blocks of ice just on its own. And you're going that fast, it's pretty much uncontrollable. So the stabilizer bits on the side are really handy. And there's various methods for that. You can just play around, you know, do it yourself and have different design ideas. It's all good. Now, you get 3 different types of ice in this game. You've got normal ice, which will melt under any kind of light source. Packed ice, which these are made out of, and blue ice. Now, blue ice is quite hard to find. You can find spikes into the air that are blue ice, but they're very rare. Most of it is under the ocean, so it's very slow and quite difficult to mine. So for today's episode, we're going to be just mining packed ice. Now, you can make an ice road out of packed ice. It's a bit slower, but it works just as well. You can use 9 bits of packed ice to make 1 bit of blue ice in your crafting table. So I'm going to mine this and come back to you. And once you've got enough ice, we'll head back to... What's this? It's a polar bear's butt. I didn't even see you there. How you doing, dude? Yeah, we're going to head back to our main our main village, and craft this packed ice into blue ice. So if we pop our boat down, try and this bear's coming with us. I wonder if polar bears melt if you take them to the desert. Does anyone know this? I really doubt they do. But yeah, this form of transport's so quick it won't even render, and it doesn't even register the damage when you fly off the edge and hit something hard. So that's ideal, really, isn't it? You can put gates down to stop you. Just a wooden gate will do, but I mean, I think it's much more fun to actually just fly off the edge. Right, so we'll head back to our crafting table that we put down here on our build from last week. And like I said, it takes 9 blocks of packed ice to make blue ice. Now, blue ice and packed ice will not melt, even in the Nether. So they're really handy to have. And as you can see, you need a lot of packed ice to make blue ice. 9-to-1 ratio is scary, really, but you know, I do prefer the blue ice. It looks a bit better, I think, and it goes a lot faster. So that's method 1. That's transport in the overworld. You know, it's great for the distances we're going on this map here, but we want to be going further than that. We want to be going so far across this map and off this map that you can't even see it. And to do that effectively without spending a ton of resources and being on this ice road for 2 or 3 minutes, we need to transport ourselves in the Nether. Now, when you walk 1 block in the Nether, it's the equivalent to walking 1 block in the overworld. So, just to illustrate that, we'll pop these blocks down on the ground, okay? So we're walking 8 blocks in the overworld, and if we're going to walk that same distance in the Nether, it's 1 block. You can see the difference. Okay, so if you're walking for 1 minute in the Nether, it's like the equivalent of walking 8 minutes in the overworld. So that's what we're going to be going to do now. We're going to need a few things, though. We need a lot of glass, which I've got my own bed. You don't need to. We don't need to fight anymore. I'll just sleep. And we're going to need an awful lot of glass for method number 2, because we don't want to be using so much packed ice. It is very expensive. So to cut down on packed ice, we can use glass, and I'll show you how shortly. But I've built these automated ovens where you put a material on the top. You put your fuel source, whether it be lava buckets or coal, in the second one down. It feeds into the oven, and then out pops the finished material. Now, you can do this with a full double chest, or you can do it with 2 full double chests. It's however you set it up. It's much easier than sticking 1 stack in at once, okay, and having to go back and replace it, etc. And it's really easy to build. You know, 2 double chests, a hopper on top. On top of that hopper, you've got an oven. You've got another hopper on top of the oven to feed it with the materials, which you're going to put into this double chest. And then you've got a hopper coming out the side, which gets fed from that chest 1 block down. And that will feed it indefinitely until it runs out of fuel. And, you know, you can fill up these chests and it'll keep it going. I filled these up once, and it's made a lot of materials. You know, we've got stone and glass so far. So the builds we're building from now on are going to be a lot bigger. We've covered the basics, and you need a system like this to make enough, you know, resources, really. Otherwise, you're just going to be spending most of your time with 20-30 ovens, emptying them and filling them, and emptying them and filling them. So we're going to go through to the Nether and build a Nether hub. It's just going to be a room which is hidden within the side of a mountain or something. That's going to be safe from Geist attacks. And shall I let this guy out? Shall we just leave him in our boat? I will just leave him there for now. We'll decide what to do with him later. Yeah, so we're going to keep our little build safe. So we're going to bury it into the side of a mountain or in the roof. Whatever's convenient and whatever's handy around at the time. And you'll see when we've gone through here that I've actually hollowed out already quite a large build, and I've lit it up with some lighting just to to keep our mobs from spawning in. We don't really want any piglins coming in right now and just getting in the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to change this into this. And the whole thing's just going to be filled with white concrete. We've got grey concrete on the ceiling. I've dressed up the nether portal to keep it, in keeping with our building. I usually go quite traditional with these and do a medieval look. Very evil, very kind of dark. But this time I just wanted to brighten things up and have something very modern and sleek and futuristic. I've dressed each path that we're going to have with a different colour, so we can colour code them all so it's easier to identify. We've thrown in a bit of black, which is some blackstone, which we get in the nether, but it is very, very bright. That's the whole theme about this, bright and colourful. And we've put a tree there to identify where we're going to go, because this path, it goes to quite a foresty biome. Now, if we go down this ladder, we'll go back to where the nether portal was originally, and I'll show you what I've done there, because yes, I do a lot of work off camera, but you don't want to be watching a 4-hour marathon mining session with me on a tutorial let's play. Now, the nether portal was here, if you remember from the last episode, and I literally just built this little chamber out of cobblestone, because cobblestone doesn't burn. It's safe from geist attacks. And I built the chamber 1 block at a time, right the way up to the ceiling. And what we've done is we've actually carved a little room, or rather big room, into the ceiling itself, pretty much as high as you can go. It's a lot safer up there, so we can move in and out of the nether freely. We've got a ladder which piglins can't climb to go back down to the nether if we want to mine and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. Now, it's important not to move the nether portal too far. Straight up or straight down is absolutely fine, but if you move it too far to the left or right, it will move in the overworld as well. We've dug right up to bedrock here. It minimises the amount of lava that you're going to come across when you're digging these tunnels and stuff. And it's important not to have the ceiling too high, because you don't want geists spawning in this cave, if you want to call it that. That can happen. But if you keep it well lit, I mean, I'm using glowstone here, that shouldn't be an issue. I don't really have any piglins coming in. You could build the floor just out of slabs, which would stop them from spawning in, but with the glowstone that I've used in this build, we haven't had any come in yet, so it's not too bad at the minute. For anyone that doesn't know, glowstone is found quite high up usually in the nether. You can mine that with a pickaxe, which will give you glowstone dust, which you can then reconstitute into a glowstone, or you can use a diamond pickaxe with silk touch. Now, we're going to need quite a lot of materials here. We're going to need at least 3 stacks for the length of road that I've got, and even more glass panes, but glass panes are pretty easy to come by, to be honest with you. And then we're going to light it up with some glowstone. We don't want piglins coming in and getting in our way when we're steaming down this track at 1,000,000 miles an hour in our boat. I'm not really too sure what will happen or what kind of mess that would make. So I've pre-dug this hole just to save you watching me do it. I've dressed the back end of this with the same colour that we've got on the front, just to make it look pretty. And I've dug down 1 block further just for our ice road to sit, just so it's a nice smooth transition. So I'll meet you at the other end. Now, I've got another nether porthole, which I've also dressed up with white concrete. I've managed to make this nether portal 2 by 1, just so it sits in nicely with our build. And when you go through it, it takes us off to a place I have no idea where it is. It's not on any map that I've built. It's probably 4 or 5 times the distance out of our map than we actually have mapped right now. And we've got quite a cool little village here, which I'm going to intend to fix up. That's going to be in our next episode. We're going to fix up this village. We're going to have some iron golems in here. We're going to have a lot of villagers. We're going to do a villager breeding system. We're going to have lots of different trades here, so that when we trade with these guys, we can get some really cool stuff. You know, we've got cartography tables here. We've got blacksmiths. We've got all sorts, really, and a little pussycat too. It's quite a big village, but as you can see, although there are villages here, it's pretty run down, and I do like to fix these up. We're gonna have to fence it off and things like that, and keep it safe for these guys, otherwise they're just gonna get attacked. And the iron golems, if we can find one, they're quite monstrous looking creatures that just wander around, but they do, if you attack a villager or a mob attacks a villager, they do protect them. Hello there.
Huh?
So it's always handy to have one or two iron golems walking about the perimeter. Oh, there's one there. I mean, they won't attack you unless you attack them or another villager, but they are really handy to have about if you want to create a village, because trading with villagers becomes very important, because they can give you stuff you can't get, and they can get you stuff a lot cheaper. You know, you can trade carrots, which the villagers grow, for emeralds, and then you can use those emeralds to get things like, you know, bells that you can't actually make, and some really good enchanting tools as well. So it's worth having one of these villages, you know, fully fixed up, and you can see from here that the village is quite huge. There's houses all the way to the left there and the right, so it's going to be a good one to do, but that will be next week. If we head back down now, and we'll go back to our Nether hub, we'll start this ice road. And just let 950 extend, and we'll pop back. And I quite like the 2x1 Nether portal. Okay, so it's time to get our blue ice, and we'll take our glass panes, I think, as well. We'll just get rid of some of this stuff we don't need. Okay, now we'll take all of it, because I think we're going to use all of this, to be honest with you. And we'll take quite a lot of glass panes. And maybe some netherrack, because we're going to have to repair this when we finish digging the tunnel off. Where's that piglin? I can hear piglins somewhere. Oh, they may be down. I did build a room down there for storage later on, but they may be just down there. There's none up here. That's good. Okay, so we'll put our blue ice down, and we'll just do a little short bit just to show you a few things to start off with. If we put our boat down now with one wide, it goes, but it gets stuck. You know, it catches on these blocks on the side, because like I said, the boat is 1 and a bit wide. So I think we need to take off these sides, and it's fairly easy to do with netherrack. It's a really soft material. You just got to be careful when you're using a pickaxe with efficiency 5 on it, because it can really just take out way too many, and you'll end up falling in a hole. But if we take these two sides off nice and gently, take our time doing it. Oh, one more. There we go. And if we pop our boat back on here, you can see it won't get stuck anymore, but it will fall off the sides, because you just can't keep it going straight. So that's problem 2, and this is what the glass panes are for. Now you can use glass panes, you can use fences, you can even use a wall, because they're not a full block wide. You know, let's say for argument's sake they're half a block wide. So we need 1.5 blocks wide for the boat. We've got a 3 block wide gap. We use a half a block on each glass pane. That's going to leave us with, you know, 2 blocks spare. And it's going to stop us from falling down the side of this this ice. So it's perfect really for saving. You know, we're halving the amount of blue ice we're going to be using. Just for the sake of some glass, which we've done in the automated oven. So if you put a boat back down, you can see it just keeps you in line all the way through. So now we just need to finish digging these sides off all the way down to the bottom, which is going to take some time. So I'm going to go ahead and skip it here and meet you at the other side once I'm finished. Now, I just wanted to show you this. This is an ancient relic, and they're really rare. I can't believe I found one. It's been sitting here the whole time. And there's 2. That's even better. We need 4. I've got 2 back at home from a mining expedition I did, and now we've got another 2. So we'll keep those in mind, and we'll pop back to this because we're going to make a netherite pickaxe. So we'll keep hold of that, and we'll finish off with this tunnel. Now we've finished this tunnel all the way down. I've just replicated what I did at the top, and you see if you put your boat down now, okay, and you can see how slippy it is, and you just fly down fast as you want, easy as you want, and the sides will keep you in line all the way down, and that's probably about 4 minutes worth of running in 4 seconds. So it's definitely worth doing. And that's our 2 designs for ice roads done. The second one is my top choice. Okay, now if we go back to the overworld, we're using a lot of different coloured concretes, so we're going to have a quick look at how we colour concrete and how we make concrete, for those of you that don't know. But I'm rather excited. We've got a rather unexpected turn of events on this tutorial, and we found some more netherite, some more ancient relics. So I want to upgrade my diamond pick whilst you're here to a netherite one, which we need a smithing table for. I had planned to do this, but I didn't think I'd find some more so quickly. So if we go over down to this chest, I've got the 2 that I already made here. Now you take your ancient relics and you put them in an oven. They will then smelt down to make scraps, netherite scraps, and you need 4 of these scraps to make a netherite ingot, and you need some gold as well. So if we just wait for those 2 to do that, and it's quite expensive, but the upshot is you get 30% more durability on a diamond pick when you combine it with netherite, and you get 10% on most blocks extra speed as well. So it is definitely worth having when you can find this stuff. I mean, I wouldn't just go out and get this stuff on purpose. I just use it when I come across it. So if we go over to our smithing table, and if you put your pick in, we won't be using this pick. This is just to illustrate. And you put your netherite in. Okay, it simply just upgrades that diamond pick to a netherite pick. But we want to either fix this pick, or we want to make it better. So if we go over to our enchantment room, we want some sticks and some diamonds, and we're going to make ourselves another diamond pick, because at least I want to fix this one so it's up to full durability. If not, combine 2 to make it a lot better. We might as well try our best. We've got plenty of levels. As you can see, I'm up at level 40. We'll go back to our anvil, and we'll fix this, we'll repair this pick. So if we put our broken pick in first, and then our new diamond pick, it costs us 3 enchantment points to completely repair it. And it's worth doing if you've got efficiency 5. You know, it's the fastest pick you can get, and I've already combined this with 2 efficiency 4s to make this one, so it's definitely worth 3 points there. And you literally pop it in the smithing table with the netherite, and bang, that's it done. But we really want to try and improve this pick if we can. You know, we do have efficiency 5 on it. We're not going to get any better than that. We only have unbreaking 3 and fortune 2, so I would like to try and upgrade those if I can. We don't have any enchanted books right now, so we'll just craft a couple more picks, and we'll see exactly what we can get off this enchantment table. We've still got plenty of levels left. Now, what I like to do is to make a couple of spare picks. So if we make a diamond one, and we'll make some really cheap ones, you know, like some wooden picks or something. Let's see if we've got any. No, we'll make some wooden picks, and we'll get some lapis. Oh, there we go. It's been that long since I made a wooden pickaxe. Because what we don't want to do is, if there's an enchantment on here we don't want to put it onto our pick. Yes, you could take it to a grindstone and take it off, but I'm a little bit too lazy to have one nearby. So we'll put it on a wooden pick and get that back later. So what have we got here? Silk touch 1, no. Unbreaking, no. Efficiency, no. So we don't want that. So we're going to roll the dice. We're going to use the cheapest one possible and lose one point there. And then we'll put our diamond one back on, and you'll see it'll be different. We've got fortune 3. That could be fortune 3. That'll be good. See if we get any extras with that. No, just fortune 3. But that'll do. We could change our pick from a fortune 2 to a fortune 3. That'll be better than nothing. What have we got here? Silk touch. No. I think we'll just go ahead with the fortune. We'll go ahead with the fortune 3. I was kind of hoping to get Unbreaking 4, but it's going to take us ages. So we'll just go ahead with what we've got. Now, to upgrade a diamond pick with extra levels on it, you pop it in and find it. There we go. And then you put the other one in, which has got the upgraded fortune 3 on. And you can see when you combine them two together, you get the fortune 3 as well. So we've now got efficiency 5, fortune 3, and unbreaking 3. And that cost us 7 enchantment points there. And what's this going to do? Is this going to make things any better? What we've got? Yeah, fortune 3. So no, it's all good. Unbreaking 3, fortune 3, and efficiency 5. I think we'll be happy with that. So if we use that and we go into our smithing table, we'll pop that on. We'll put our netherite in, and boom. We've now got our first netherite pickaxe with efficiency 5. I mean, I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. I would have liked a bit more unbreaking, but look at this. It looks so cool. Who can I show? There's no one to show. There's no one around here. This is when I miss playing with other people. I don't think the farmer really cares, but I'm quite happy. Where's the cleric? Come here, man. Is he in bed? He's always in bloody bed. Come on. Look at this. I got a netherite pick with efficiency 5. No? Not bothered? Honestly, he never gets excited, that dude. Right, we'll sleep. We've got one more thing to do, apart from show this guy our pick. Come on. Pay attention. You love it when I've got emeralds. This is even better than an emerald. No? Mind-boggling. I mean, your lack of caring, it's just, oh dear, okay. Right, back to the tutorial. We've got one more thing to do before we head off. I want to show you guys how to do, the different coloured concrete. Most of you might already know, but, there might be some new players here that have never made concrete before. Now, we need bones. Normally, you kill skeletons because we want bone meal to make the dye. However, I've just figured out that we can actually make it with wheat. I was setting up a farm over in the other village, and I accidentally put wheat into a composter. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to give seeds and wheat to a farmer, and I missed and put it into compost. 10 years. 10? I've been playing this game, and no one told me, nobody, not one single person told me that if you put seeds, carrots, wheat, whatever in a composter, filled it up, give it a second, it spits out bone meal. Bone meal. I mean, it's ground down bones from skeletons that you fertilize the ground with. I had no idea you could make it from vegetables. How does that even happen anyway? Saves us a lot of time. If you've got an automated wheat farm like this, and you've got a lot of wheat, it's worth it. Because it's a lot quicker than actually going out on a hunt on a night time and killing a load of skeletons. So yeah, bone meal. Now you use bone meal to make white dye. To go with that, we need flowers. And then once you've got your flowers, you can head back to your crafting table, your bone meal and your flowers to make the white dye, and then you can make light blue dye, white dye, dark blue dye if you've got some lapis, all these different colours. So if you see some flowers on your travels, don't just ignore them, pick them up, because they're great for you know, doing all sorts of different colours with beds and wool and concrete and things like that. Right, so to make some concrete, we're going to need some gravel, we're going to need some sand, and then we're going to need our dyes, depending on what colour you want. Now if you go to your crafting table, depending on what you've got on you, this is what you can make. You know, concrete powder, blue concrete powder, white concrete powder, grey, red, whatever colour you've got, okay? Now, we need to add this to water, because building with concrete powder, it doesn't look that great. So you put your concrete block down, you get it wet, and that instantly turns to concrete. Lovely, smooth, nice, modern looking concrete. Now, you can do this whilst you're building, but if your building has plants around it, rail or redstone, the water will wash all that away and ruin it. So what I prefer to do when I'm actually building these concrete structures near something is, and the fastest way I've found, is just to build up. Find a corner near some water, build up, use all your concrete. You can go, what is 256 blocks, is it? From bottom to top on this world right now. It won't let you go up too far, and you get a pretty good view. You can see all the stuff you're doing. You can see just how big that auto storage complex is compared to your other builds. So we're going to have to ramp things up and build something even bigger than that to outshadow it. But yeah, if you're building a skyscraper where it's completely isolated and it's nowhere near anything that's going to be damaged by water, build it and then just drop water down the side and it all instantly turns to concrete. I mean, I've tried automated systems, I've tried having huge lake beds to put this concrete powder down and then wet it and then dig it up and then build with it, but it takes forever. But I found if you're going to be building sensitive areas, just build up one block straight up, tip the water down, take it back off, and then you just need to pick it back out. And it's that simple, really. And you can do it relatively quickly. It's quicker than, you know, doing it in the water, doing it, you know, flat. It's a lot easier too. You just hold the button down and wait for it to be over. But that's it. The concrete looks so much better. And the fact that you can use so many different colours, it's really good and robust to use. So we'll just quickly sleep, because we've got one special thank you to do before I wrap this up for the day. So we're just going to head over to our other little village. I need to pick up a couple of things along the way, so I'll meet you over there. And we're at our village, and I've picked up a golden block. Very expensive, but worth it, because we've now hit 100 subscribers. So it's our first milestone, and thank you all so much for getting me to 100. And this is our 100th subscriber. It's going to be put down here forever now, and we'll add to this. You know, our next milestone, we'll do 250, we'll do 500, and then we'll do 1,000, all on this back wall here. And your name will be immortalized forever. But a huge thank you to all you guys. And don't forget, our competition this week, spot 2 things that are missing out of our world today. Don't forget to like and subscribe.